Right, everyone, welcome back to the next session here at itsConvention. We'll be joined very soon by Gökay Hamdi Şenel from Bahçeşehir University.
My name is Gökay, and I'm an educational technologist at Bahçeşehir University. First, I would like to thank itslearning for this great convention. It has been very informative to hear the experiences from all around the world. Today, I will briefly talk about the future of higher education, of course, our hybrid education center in Turkey, and the great harmony between BAU and itslearning. So, if you tell me, I will start. Okay. I would like to start with BAU Global. The BAU Global Education Network is comprised of higher education institutions spread all around the globe. We have 7 universities, 6 language schools, and 16 liaison offices. BAU Global actually provides BAU students with a chance to receive education from very different points, such as Istanbul, Berlin, Toronto, Washington, D.C., Batumi, Cyprus, Hanoi, Kiev, Puebla, and Brockwell. Students and graduates of BAU Global form an academic community that spans many countries on 4 continents: North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. BAU Global universities offer nearly 200 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs in architecture, art, business administration, communication, economics, medicine, social sciences, and etc. BAU Global develops global citizens who are committed to the values that benefit the entire world. Our unit, the Hybrid Education Center that we go as BAU Go, is currently located in Istanbul. As we say, we are at the heart of Istanbul. Our main campus is on the edge of the Bosphorus in Beşiktaş. Here, each day begins early with rapid mobility and continues throughout the day. Moreover, it is possible to encounter an event at almost every part of the university of the campus. Other than our main campus in Beşiktaş in Istanbul, we have BAU Future Campus, North Campus, Medicine Faculty, and Göztepe Campus here in Istanbul. We have been partners with itslearning almost 10 years now. In 2022, it will be 10 years. And itslearning has been answering to our needs every time that we need. Throughout the years, we have had more than 70,000 users. Now, only in Istanbul, in our Istanbul campus, we have more than 20,000 active users, along with more than 5,000 courses. During the pandemic, every university, every higher education institution in the world has experienced these problems. During the pandemic, we needed itslearning more than ever to fulfill the needs of our teaching staff as well as our students. Were we ready for such emergency? To be honest, yes, we were. Obviously, not for the pandemic, but for any emergency, our unit was ready to take all the courses into distance education, synchronous online education. The courses were ready, and also the platforms that we are going to use, such as itslearning, Adobe Connect, and MS Teams. In the meantime, since we didn't have face-to-face classroom time in our campuses, we needed to enrich our materials and course activities, of course. Right there, we have used itslearning to its limits. Announcements, messaging, planning, tasks, discussion forums, games, resources, anything that you can imagine were used during the pandemic. There's nothing that we haven't used, especially the assessment and evaluation tools. We have given assignments, tests, different take-home activities. We have had individual assignments as well as group activities. We have shared our online course links on itslearning's events feature too. It has become our main medium to get the best from pandemic process. So how did this transformation happen? Along with the pandemic process, as we call it, the new normal, has brought some irreversible changes together. And different needs that vary immensely in short time that have emerged. For education, it should be noted that these circumstances should not only be seen as a temporary change, but a complete transformation, and that this transformation should be structured with a strategic perspective and also needed a roadmap. As an important stakeholder of this transformation process, BAU Global Family adopted the mission of transferring innovation and improvement within the international academy since its establishment. We have prepared a roadmap to pioneer the transformation that is taken as a mission. The focus of this roadmap is called BAU Hybrid University Quality Management and Standards. BAU Hybrid University Quality Standards are classified under 6 categories. The definition of hybrid university refers to enabling students to achieve in all fields, such as academic, psychosocial, career, physical, ethical, and etc. All learning and teaching processes in BAU with educational technologies. We help learners to adopt an up-to-date interdisciplinary approach, as well as getting equipped with 21st century skills and, of course, technologies. Therefore, this transformation aims to individualize face-to-face and online learning in a way that they were viewed as attractive and efficient. This is to be done through enriching, of course, the developmental areas like interdisciplinary education and global learning experiences. In short, it should be considered as redesigning learning processes on and off campus, and it should be acknowledged that face-to-face education, valuable life lessons of the campus have not yet been abandoned. BAU Hybrid University model structures with a holistic system approach also aims to develop research and development in terms of quantity and quality in accordance with the objectives, of course. To achieve all these goals, the entire administrative and academic body should work in an integrated manner. In summary, a hybrid university approach focuses on the need of the students and all the academics and all the teachers and all the staff. This process is technologically and institutionally accessible, individualizable, and ensuring continuous improvement based on the data. So now we will see the 6 quality standards and use of itslearning. So we have 6 headings. The first one is managerial quality standards. The second one is course design standards, as well as learning and teaching as a part of BAU culture, digitalization and learning experience, hybrid student support, and the last one is a BAU hybrid university quality standards. You can scan the QR code to see the whole document that we have provided regarding the quality standards here. So we have managerial quality standards. We have 6 subheadings. We will start with the strategic transformation. Before I start, on the left-hand side, you will see another QR code. If you missed the previous one, you can use that too. Strategic transformation plays a key role in this transformation. It includes the mission and the vision, as well as the values and the strategic plan of this process. And of course, managers in the university are expected to lead the strategic transformation. The second one is technology development. It includes the sustainability of the current technologies and also the improvement of the technologies according to the teaching staff and the students' needs. Course development and instructional design is about getting the highest productivity and efficiency in pedagogical and, of course, technological terms. Instructor support, student support, and assessment and evaluation. These are about keeping the stakeholders informed and assisting them in any way about anything they need that could come up during this transformation. Now we have course design standards. We have 5 headings over there. The aim here is to provide all the necessary information regarding the course in students' first interaction with the course. In this part, we have used itslearning's planning tool to divide 14 weeks into parts and show the students what to follow, what will be the path of this course. And we have attached resources and explanations next to it. We have also used the announcement option to provide all the necessary information and tasks. Also, we have used the events option to provide links to our students regarding their virtual classroom links. Also, we have uploaded different types of materials weekly to the resources tab, including the most important one, of course, the syllabus. What about the technology and the tools of the course, which includes if the teachers were using any kind of digital and technological tools throughout their courses, such as Adobe tools, Articulate, and any other tool. We have published videos and documentations in itslearning to keep the students informed regarding what's going on. Content and activities is about enriching the learning process by using Web 2.0 or 3.0 tools and raise the collaboration in your courses. We have used itslearning's discussion forum option a lot during the activities and raised the interaction. We have interaction, evaluation, and feedback part. The idea is to use the tools to assess and evaluate the student's performance, but in the meantime, keeping the student updated, of course. We have used the assignment and test tool in itslearning a lot in this process, and thanks to its feedback mechanism, we have provided our students with audio feedback and also written feedback. Also, we have provided them with rubrics to follow, where they stand using the rubric tool in itslearning. Asynchronous lesson, video, and synchronous lesson processing. We have provided our students with 3 different types of courses here. The first one is called hybrid. The second one is synchronous and asynchronous, and the third one, of course, asynchronous. According to their needs, they have chosen one to follow through the semester. Hybrid included using itslearning to share videos, resources, quizzes to support face-to-face online courses. Synchronous included having the courses fully online, synchronously, with the help of meeting platforms. Of course, it included the LMS support as well as the other platforms. Asynchronous one included all the lessons to be held online asynchronously. Courses included pre-prepared materials, such as videos and activities. Students can set their own pace during the asynchronous courses. Learning and teaching as a part of BAU culture. We have 7 titles over here. It includes course design. It means from the beginning till the end, all the actions must be taken into consideration. Course objectives is letting the students know what to expect from this course, and of course, what is expected from them in a precise and clear manner. Course content includes all the material that is going to be provided to be ready and set inside the LMS. Homework tasks should also be clear, and the timestamp should be clear for the students to understand what to expect from the homework and assignments, and also the grading information. Classroom discussion and participation includes the interactions and the collaboration between the students, teachers, and the materials provided. What is expected from each part should be clear. The last 2 ones are building community and communication and continuous course development. The students should be aware in BAU, we are a community and we are working for the best of everyone. We have digitalization and learning experience. We have 4 subheadings over there. While software and hardware updates are made within the scope of digitalization, enriching the learning experiences of students should be centered in all updates to support online education. From this point of view, the main purpose of the basics of learning, instructor and student participation, and fundamentals of the core standards is to contribute to this rich learning experience. In addition, the technology to meet appropriate pedagogical requirements is also guaranteed by fundamentals of the course standards. Hybrid student support. We have 10 headings over there. Application and admissions, starting from applications and admissions to financial aid, career counseling. These are determined for the application processes in terms of providing students with financial literacy and the necessary support to continue their education anytime. And the standards to be used for the design of the activities encourage students to be active individuals in the 21st century and make use of library systems, even in itslearning or in our own library. So they can access it always, anywhere. With the technology support standard, details of support for the use of software and other systems to be used in students' courses. And the last one, graduate student support, as well as research and development activities for graduate students. Details that will guide them throughout their graduate and doctoral studies are also presented. Items that will support both academic and social networking are also included here. On the left-hand side, you can see BAU Assist. This is a chatbot that we created for our staff and students. It almost works like an assistant, an actual assistant that you can ask anything to, and it will give you an answer. And here you can see an example of downloading the mobile application for itslearning. And the person who comes in here says, can you please tell me how can I download itslearning mobile application? And it quickly answers. And it checks whether the student can reach to itslearning or not. And then it provides a link to download whether the user is using iOS or Android. So you can see the first hybrid education center in Turkey here. We have created the first building, which is all about the hybrid education in Istanbul as BAU. In these pictures, you would see the Oxford model, which consists of 3 microphones, 3 cameras, a round screen. As you can see, there are 3 options that you can see, and a smartboard. Here, we can give any laboratory courses or any other courses by using the cameras and microphones. So the students can also see the teacher, see what he or she is doing, also have access to the board. They can use all these cameras in their screens with the help of the, of course, provider. And while seeing and hearing all the things that the teacher is doing, they can also see and hear their classmates. So the teacher in this part can also see the students, and he can also see what they have been writing on the board. And this system has been in use for now 3 months in our school, and it has been promising. And this Oxford Model Feature Classroom is going to be used a lot in the future in our hybrid education center too. Next, you will see boutique hybrid classrooms. These are special classrooms that can communicate with each other. You would see 2 of them right now, but there are 3. And these rooms can talk to each other, as well as they can talk to the students who are remotely reaching out to this classroom. You can group your students. If your students are present in those rooms, you can group them into 3 groups. And also, you can group your students with the help of these cameras and screens and microphones inside the course areas, these classrooms. They can also be grouped with the students. They are remotely getting here to these classrooms. So, of course, the groups can discuss with the help of these microphones and screens among each other without leaving the actual classrooms that they are in. And also here you can see 2 different studios. The first one on the left is called PropX. where we have chairs and all the library tools and all the changeable desks and tables and stuff that you can arrange regarding the your course, and you can just record the courses with the help of our friends, our educational technologies friends, and they can then do these on their computers by using some tools and create asynchronous videos for your courses. I mean, if you're having 14 weeks of asynchronous courses, you can easily come up to the studios. If you prefer, we can use the prop box. If they prefer, we can use the green box to create great interactive videos for our students and, of course, for our teachers. On the right-hand side, you will see the green box. We would record all the courses, and then our friends, designing friends, would take the videos and make them interactive for the students. And of course, while they are informative, they're going to be fun. These are our regular classrooms. I mean, when I'm saying regular classroom, these are also hybrid classrooms, but it allows more than 20 students to be inside the classroom. And they can also see their friends via the help of the screen. Also, the students who are joining us as remote ones can see their friends who are in the classroom as well as their teacher. So it allows all these people to hear and see each other just like they're inside an actual classroom. Left-hand side, you will see the smart classroom, one and the second one. And this is where we have group areas. We have 6 group areas. You would see the 2 of them over here. These are the ones if we group our students and we assign each group different tasks. First of all, on the left-hand side, you would see a teacher, a group of students, and 2 students joining to this session remotely are discussing something, a matter. But on the right-hand side, while they are discussing over there, 2 of the students are using our design computers and creating a video, a task that the teacher has given to them. And you would see 3 different students who are on the table, and they are brainstorming regarding a problem that they have encountered during the group process. So first, Hybrid Education Center in Turkey allows students and teachers to find different opportunities and use different styles and skills together, and allow whether the students are present in the center or they're joining us remotely to feel and experience the same thing classroom, even they're outside the classroom. So thank you very much. My presentation would be this long. Thanks a lot for listening to me. And if you have any questions, I'm ready to answer your questions.
Thank you very much, Gökay. Apologies, there were some breaks in the audio and visual during Gökay's presentation, but we will have a recording for you at the end of this event. Gökay, there are a couple of questions that I've already got in, and I'm just going to read one. Who were the stakeholders when you designed your hybrid learning transformation? Was the student body part of the discussion?
The administrators, and as well as the teachers and academicians and the units that we are having. We have more than 20 units inside the university, and of course the student clubs, and our students were a part of this process while deciding because we need every need coming from our students and of course our teaching staff. So we combined all these needs and created our standards according to that.
Okay, so it's really impressive to see your hybrid education center in Turkey. Sorry, I'm just reading from another screen, so I'm probably looking away from the camera today. Has there always been a plan to develop this, or was this a result of the COVID pandemic?
Actually, there was always a plan, because from the start of beginning of this university, we were very into distance education and online synchronous courses and asynchronous courses. Throughout the years, we tried to develop different opportunities for our students to experience remote learning. So as I have mentioned during my presentation, we were ready for such emergency because it is possible here to move all the courses to online without having any students on campus. So we were ready for that. And in our minds, we were already a hybrid university. But with the pandemic, with the help of pandemic, we take different actions, and then we created the Hybrid Education Center. It was always in our minds, but pandemic caused that to happen fast.
Right. And how have your students adapted to hybrid learning?
Now we are experiencing small groups since the pandemic still continues. We are getting very good reactions and results that are ongoing research regarding those. We are researching on the students and their results right now. Maybe at the end of the semester, we would have specific results that we can share. But since the pandemic is going on and almost all the students are joining online sessions, it is not possible to say something strong at that moment. But we think that in the future, in the next semester, we would have this going on for all our students as hybrid.
We have also a question from someone who is very much interested in your center. Is there anywhere online where we can find more information about BAU Go and the Hybrid Learning Center?
Of course, I can share the QR code again and also the link. If you scan this QR code, you can know more about the Hybrid University Transformation Roadmap. And also, I would like to say that these quality standards are open to any university who would like to use these standards in their institutions.
You are delivering video and audio to all of your students from 3 cameras in the Lab Education Center. Are all 3 cameras separate video feeds delivering video conferencing?
No, it's not. The students can switch between the cameras. So if they wanted to see what the teacher is doing, they can switch to that camera. If they wanted to see actually the teacher, they can switch back to that camera. And if they wanted to see their friends talking, they can switch back to the other camera. But the voice is just only one channel coming from the teacher, reaching to the students, and coming from the students to reaching to this teacher.
Right. Okay, I have another question here that says, you mentioned that you have campuses in different geographical regions with the main headquarters in Istanbul. How do you manage sorry, this is quite a long question. Let me just take it again. How do you manage the different campuses from an itslearning LMS point of view? I was mainly wondering if you have individual courses in each campus or if you have some courses that you share across different campus locations.
So we have different people in charge of its learning system in different countries. Let's take Washington, D.C. into our hands. In Washington, D.C., we are using itslearning, but it's not the same itslearning that we are using in Istanbul. So we have 2 different websites. Person who is in charge in the DC, as well as me. If they need any thing, I would help them, but there's the person in charge of itslearning over there. So he is in charge of the courses and the students and helping the teachers and staff and creating technical support. But with Berlin, we are using the same itslearning as we have in Istanbul. So in Istanbul, we are in charge of directing Cyprus and Berlin in our itslearning. So we are combined in terms of this.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Gökay, but I think I need to end this now because we can't really hear you very well. So, of course, if you are at all interested in hearing more about Bahçeşehir University's hybrid learning program, get in touch with us, and we will of course be sending you all of the information from Gokai.